I'm Sonja Lowe, and welcome to our very first episode of Couch Time with Sonja, where our mission is to have real-life discussions on the hard topics, just as we did with our parents, our grandparents, and persons who had astounding impact in our lives, right here on the couch. I don't want to generate an audience. That's not my goal. I want to form a family where we communicate. Family is generally with whom the most difficult of conversations are had, where the tears flow, where laughter is never ending, where celebrations are supreme, and where memories are made. Speaking of memories, the fondest of family memories related to problem solving and emotional tough discussions generally take place either in the kitchen or on the living room couch. I remember a conversation with my mom when I was a young girl. And it was a conversation that was intimate, but yet it was so in-depth. Why? Because she listened to my point of view and I listened to hers. It was all about having an intimate conversation. And that is what we're going to do right here on Couch Time. My team and I met to discuss the best way to kick off Couch Time with Sonja. Although I'm very well known in Texas and New York and Washington State, you may not know anything about me, anything about my show, my passion, my work, my beliefs, or really how much I genuinely care about you. So we reached out to my social media followers, the general media, and the public, specifically to seek out questions about me and the show. When we return, you'll learn more about Couch Time and why we are different. Why we're different than any other talk show out there. So stay tuned.
And then there was life. Born to color outside the lines. Born for such a time as this. You showed up on the planet to produce a dream. You, yes you, were born with purpose, with words. Friends, imagine that your dreams can become your reality by the words you speak. It all starts today. It starts with you. Creation, formation, transformation, all begin with change. The battle is in your mind, but your voice is your weapon. Speak life, believe, prosperity, creative, daring. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Your future is unwritten. Let's begin writing today. Your words create your world.
Welcome to Golden Opportunities. I'm your networking reporter, Sabrina Golden. Knowledge is power, and networking is vital to help you grow your business. Remember, life moves at the speed of relationships, so make your customers your friend. Meet like-minded professionals and learn and develop your skills. Let me help guide you in making your next steps greater on the road to success. Here are some events to help you take that next step. Woodlands Infinity. Woodlands Infinity Networking Breakfast, March 1st at 7:30 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn in the Woodlands. Join them for breakfast and the opportunity to promote your business and meet and greet business owners from the Woodlands area, while also making connections. BNI member referrals have generated $11.2 billion in revenue for the members, and their numbers just keep growing. Entrepreneur Brunch and Networking Event, March 5th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Theme: should you pay to advertise your business on Facebook? Learn how social media analytics work for you. This event features a business skill workshop to help you understand paid advertising on Facebook, when you should and shouldn't use paid advertising, and how to get the most out of the analytics and data Facebook uses to run your business advertising. Networkers Luncheon. Networker Luncheon, March 7th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Post Oak Grill. This event is speed networking. You will get great connections, great food, and knowledge to expose your business and expose yourself. Grow your mind with some of the top entrepreneurs around you. Business networking and overview is held every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. at the Royal Oaks Country Club. Come out and enjoy networking with Houston elite business professionals and get a complete overview of the industry that Houston businessmen and women are so excited about. Thank you for tuning in to Golden Opportunities with yours truly, Sabrina Golden. Until next time, Entrepreneur Up.
Before the break, I mentioned the fact that Couch Time is different from other shows that you've ever seen. Why? Because we offer our viewers an opportunity to travel deeper into each week's topic through a media source that we know is growing by the minute, social media. Our followers submitted several questions in reference to our show. Let's see what they ask. That's a great question. No, you don't have to watch on social media, but I would say that if you want to get in deeper and you want to dive in deeper into the conversation and especially the topic, I would definitely say follow us on social media, join in on the conversation, because remember, it's not just about talking, it's about communication. So I hope to see you on all our social media networks as well. The beautiful thing about Couch Time with Sonja is it not only airs locally, it airs nationally and internationally. All you have to do, if you do not get the opportunity to watch it at 7 o'clock p.m. every Sunday, Central Standard Time, is visit me at my website, sonjalow.com, and you can view it at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time there. If you miss it by chance, then you can also go to my YouTube channel and you can watch it there. Yes, we will have guests. Sometimes in-house, sometimes we'll ask you, would you like to be a guest? And if you do, please email me a request. Visit sonjalow.com. No, that would be boring. Couch Time with Sonja is different every week. So we definitely want you to tune in because there'll always be something different for you. But now there will be times that we have series, but it will be different topics in the series every week. So tune in and join in with us. I was hoping someone would ask me that question. Yes, our show, Couch Time with Sonja, is all about family. We are a safe zone. So what we want you to do is on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time is pull your family around the TV, if you're in the local viewing area, and watch with them. Why? Because we want them to learn together and communicate as a family. But now, on those days that we're going to have mature topics, we will let you know ahead of time so that you can make sure the kids are in their proper place. That is an awesome question. Of course I will, because Couch Time with Sonja is all about you. If I don't have you, there is no Couch Time with Sonja. So I'd love for you to send in your topics that you'd love to hear about, discussed here on the show. And if you have topics, please email them to me. Go to sonjalow.com and click on the Couch Time with Sonja logo. Now that you have learned a little bit more about Couch Time and its structure and how to tune in anywhere in the world, now what about me? Just who is Sonja Low? Well, I'll definitely tell you. I am a country girl with a city girl flair. And what you can expect from me as a host is my heart. I will definitely share my heart and my love with you. I love people, and it's all about people sharing their stories, one person at a time.
How do you define freedom? Is it health? The ability to call a board-certified physician 24/7, 365 days a year. The ability to eliminate all future copays. Is it wealth? Cut your years to mortgage payoff by more than half and save hundreds and thousands in interest on mortgage, car, and other loans. Is it the gift of college scholarships for every child? Earn guaranteed scholarships at more than 360 private colleges and universities in 45 states. Or simply, abundance, time freedom, the perfect opportunity at the right time. It's all of these and so much more. We are looking for leaders, and freedom is calling. Join the Trivesta movement.
Welcome back. For those of you in Houston, New York, and Washington areas, you are already aware of my work and my heart. Whether you know me as a life coach, a minister, nurse, founder of One Embrace Incorporated, or you're my friend, my family, or my neighbor, my strongest desire is for you to know my heart. My desire is for you to honestly connect with me on a deeper level and really get to know who I am. I want to build trust with you and your family. Why? Because it matters. Here are a few questions from our followers who really wanted to know a little bit more about me. Let's find out what they had to ask. My ultimate goal for Couch Time with Sonja is honestly to build unity. It's to reach people. And it's also to sit down and communicate and find out we do have differences, but it's okay to be different. We just need to understand each other. And I want to touch people on a local level, a national level, and an international level. That is actually an awesome question. Each one of my roles that I've held and still hold, honestly, there's a common denominator, and that common denominator is people. I am faith-filled and I believe in Jesus, but I also believe in the power of unified people. I want us to be able to come together in unity and love. If I show you love and you can show me love, then I honestly believe that we've made an impact in this world. I'm going to let you in on 2 fun facts about me. Yes, it's time to have fun. Well, one is in elementary school, I had a chalkboard fall on my head. Yes, a chalkboard fell on my head. I had several stitches, but you know what? The running joke from elementary to high school was that's why you're so smart, Sonja, because of that chalkboard. Man, I tell you, I still remember that today and still have a little knot to prove it. Then also, the other fun fact is people tease me all the time. Sonja, you are always hugging people. And I do. I love to embrace people. I can't explain it. I just love people. And guess what? I love you as well. I've answered your questions about me. Now, sometimes, however, I know that even though first impressions are lasting, I sure hope that this first impression has left a positive impact and a dedication for you to tune in weekly and share it with others. It helps to know the perspective of another. And I'd like to introduce you also to a few of my friends who want to share just a little story about who Sonja is and also their view on Couch Time with Sonja. So stay tuned.
CEO Jalea Davis is making history by becoming the youngest African-American female to own a television station in the nation. Along with her colleague, President Crystal Holmes, these women are becoming a part of the 1.3% African-American television station ownership. Get ready for iconic television, an all-new channel coming to your TV on KVVV Channel 15.10, covering Houston's local inspiration, entertainment, health, wellness, fitness, family, visual artists, comedians, and more. Streaming 24/7 on iconictelevision.com. Be sure to stay tuned for the latest and greatest on Iconic Television, where everyone can be iconic.
I'm Marlon Wilson, and you're watching Grind Time with Night Wolf Productions.
If you got a plan, just do it. Don't let anything stop you.
I'm Lauren Tolot, and you're watching Grind Time with Night Wolf Productions.
Live poor, poor, poor for the first full year as an entrepreneur. Probably 2.
I am Chloe Cook, and you're watching Grind Time with Night Wolf Productions.
There is no limit, as long as I'm willing to fail enough times.
Hi, I'm Samir Freedy.
You're watching Grind Time
with Night Wolf Productions.
You want to be the best? You gotta be a little bit crazy.
Start where you are, and start today.
I am CJ, and you're watching Grind Time with Night Wolf Productions.
Go find that passion and go for it.
I'm Avi, and you're watching Grind Time with Night Wolf Productions.
I always tell myself I'm gonna win, like this is gonna happen.
Stop settling for an illusion of success. Stop settling for an illusion of entrepreneurship.
And keep grinding.
Who is Sonja Lowe? Sonja Lowe is a word that means timeless to me. She transcends all audiences and all nationalities. Sonja Lowe is a speaker. She's a mentor. She's a sister. She's a lover of the people. Sonja Lowe is a person that will always make you feel welcome. I always hear the word visionary in my head. She has great ideas, and she always does whatever it takes to allow those ideas to come to fruition. She doesn't allow many things to stand in her way. She's a strong person. She's a very free-willed person, a very giving person. Sonja Lowe is a true person of the people. I know that may sound political, but she truly is. She is a one person that will embrace you, hence the word, the embrace coach. She embraces whoever she meets. And she is a person that you can open up to no matter what. She just has that personality. She has that aura that attracts everyone. And Couch Time with Sonja is a awesome platform for her, number one, because it allows her to address many issues and topics that we normally don't like to talk about. She has a way to allow people to release them true selves and allow them to dream and believe and know that there is something greater and something bigger beyond who they are. So Couch Time with Sonja is a great platform for people to be able to address these topics, address their dreams, to address even things that we don't like to talk about, things that are sensitive, things that we may not necessarily be comfortable with, but with Sonja, she allows that warm smile and that warm embrace to just pull things out of you that would allow you to address those issues. Couch Time with Sonja, I think, is a great platform. The reason why is because she allows an opportunity to bring people from all walks of life, connect them on one common topic, and they can be topics from education to life lessons to empowerment. She carries a plethora of items and topics. So I think Couch Time with Sonja is a great platform because it'll allow her to bring real issues to the forefront for the nation to see. I think it's very important for us to be able to address things that are going on in our everyday lives that we don't necessarily like to talk about. And she has a way of speaking on these issues and pulling them out of people and discussing them in a way that would allow you to be comfortable in her environment. Couch Time with Sonja is a great platform for the nation, for all ages, men, women, children, teenagers. It doesn't matter. I know she will have something for you, just for you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Hi, we're Randy and Shelley Breedlove from Birmingham, Alabama. I first heard about Sonja through my wife and my daughter, who they'd both gone to a retreat with her, and I heard a lot about her. And they didn't share a lot about the retreat because it was a women's retreat, so it was for them. So I didn't ask a lot of questions, but over I guess the next year, I would hear a lot about Sonja, how just inspiring she was and how great, and I thought, wow, this, what a wonderful person. So then I had the opportunity to work with Sonja. We worked side by side for about 2 years, and I really, probably within the first month, I saw it. I saw what they were talking about. She, not just a coworker or someone who works at your company and does a job. She was really like the glue that held our staff together, and her role was really to inspire and deal with the customers. So she would deal with them on a daily basis, and when they would call in, they would always say, "Oh, can we speak to Sonja?" I was like, "Well, she's with somebody, or she's busy, and then is there something we can help you with?" And they're like, "Well, I'd really rather just talk to Sonja." So you really got a sense that she was kind of an inspiring force behind whatever it was that they needed help with. It wasn't just about, hey, I'm going to call customer service. I'm going to call and I'm going to get this person, Sonja, who cares about me personally. And that's how you feel when you're with Sonja. When you're talking to her, you're the most important person that is there. Nobody else matters right then. It's all about what she can do for you. And none of it is just forced. You can't get to the level that she has in life by faking those sort of things. I mean, you can tell it comes from her heart, and she lives that stuff every day. And then on a more personal level, my mother had passed away, and she lived with us, and she passed away in our house. And it really had, it was hard on all of us, but it traumatized our youngest daughter because she was there and saw it. And Sonja, she came over, and she was just instrumental in just bringing her around. And it's not something that you could ever be, you can't ever put a price on that. It was not something that we had expected, but she really just helped her see things in a unique perspective. And we don't really even know what she said, but within just a couple of times talking to our daughter, we noticed a big change and how she was talking about her grandma, and it wasn't so much from traumatic experience, but she was seeing the good things. And I think that's what I took away from having Sonja in my life. It's been a great experience. I'm so thankful to call her my friend and part of my family.
I first met Sonja at a women's retreat that she was invited to through one of our mutual friends, and that one we just got to really know each other, and I felt drawn to her, and because of her loving and caring spirit, and she is just such a godly force in my life. She has brought me to look at myself more, stay motivated more. The retreat, the next year of the retreat, she was the leader of the retreat, and she brought out many things. She just brings out the greatness in people and helps you see what a wonderful person you are. And I love her. She's my friend. I'm so grateful to call her a friend and family. And she is one of my prayer warriors. And she is just an amazing, inspiring, God-fearing woman that I'm so grateful she's in my life. God put her there for a reason, and she has just made my life, my family's life, so much better. And she's always there if I need to call her or whatever. She takes time for us, and hopefully we do the same for her. But she has just helped us grow spiritually, more than she's probably even aware, and probably more spiritually even together as a family, more than she again is even aware. She is one of my mentors.
Yeah, you can't. That's another thing. You can't put a price on that. It's not something you can get, from a book or something, anything like that. It's a life-changing experience. When Sonja is in your life, and not even just on a professional level. Just when she is part of your life, you are a better person. And I've seen it time and time again. Again, not just with our family, but other families and other people, and people who are strangers one day, and then the next day they're just drawn in, and it's her nature.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to stop by and say just a few words about my friend Sonja Lowe. What an amazing lady Sonja is. We became friends together probably about 6 years ago, and the impact that she and her husband Brad have made on my life just could not be understated. The vision that she has, the entrepreneurial spirit that she has, the ministry that is all-encompassing, whether it be ministering to women, whether it be ministering to individuals, whether it be families. Sonja has just made an impact on the kingdom that really can't be quantified, and it's hard even sitting here to be able to explain everything that Sonja is and everything that she does. I will say that in our friendship, it became a friendship really between myself and her husband, and her in a time in my life where I needed some guidance. I needed somebody to step in and say, James, you need to think differently about certain things. And that was about 6 years ago now, and honestly, from day one, once we met, I realized that they were people that I just could not live without in my life. Sonja and Brad have a way of speaking truth, of speaking love, of ministering to people where they are. I can't tell you the number of people that they've opened up their home for, including myself on occasion, and just everything that they're about. It's just amazing to see what God is up to and what He's going to do throughout their ministry. One thing I can say for Sonja is she's a visionary. She's an entrepreneur. She really has a heart to blend those two things together, ministry and work. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And I think with what her endeavors are with Iconic TV and with Sonja and Couch Time, it's a avenue. It's a new road that she's on that can meet people exactly where they are. The doors that have opened up for Sonja, I've just sat back and watched as sometimes even the vision might not seem clear at times, but she is one person that just takes one step at a time, and when the doors open, she jumps through because she knows that God has orchestrated and God has opened the beautiful gate for her. Her and Brad, they're family. That's the only way to describe their love for me, my love for them and for their children, their love for my children. We've broken bread together, we've laughed together, we've cried together, we've worshiped together, and we've served together. And with that in mind, I just can't think of anybody in ministry today that is as cutting edge and is trying to open doors to reach people beyond the norm. Sometimes we think ministry, we put it in a box. And Sonja, if there's one way to describe Sonja, she thinks completely outside of the box. And that's so exciting to see, because that's when you just step back and watch God moving. So Sonja and Brad, I can't say it enough. I love you. I honor you. I cherish your love for me. You have been just rocks in my life. And thank you for your service, and thank you for your love.
Thank you so much for your kind words. It's such a blessing to have others love you. Now, this last segment is very dear to my heart. This segment is called Your Story Matters. I am excited for you to hear this amazing story that's going to be shared with you today. The power of sharing a story is a life is changed by every story that's shared. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello, everyone. My name is James White.
And I'm Nicole White.
And we are the Whites. We've got an interesting story. It's still being written, but it has been one of dreams, detours, and triumph.
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that for the last 16 plus years, I've been able to dream, detour, and triumph with this beautiful lady. And we're going to continue to dream, and if detours come, we're going to still triumph. We met in 2000, and I was a chaste man. I was upright and moral, just seeking God for my life, and bumped into this lady in church. We were at the same church in Mobile, Alabama, in that area, and I was smitten. I tried to act like I wasn't, because I had a position. I was in music ministry and everything, and everybody in our church was getting married at the time, and it was kind of crazy, and I wasn't trying to hear all of that. So I just wanted to date. Graduated from college. I don't have any money. I'm just trying to get my life together. And I meet her, and she's getting her life together. And she first told me that we weren't dating.
That's right. Yeah, you said well, I had to tell you that because I've gone through a lot of things in my life, that I wasn't looking for a boyfriend anymore. I wanted a husband.
Yeah, and at 23, I was just trying to be a husband. So we talked for a little bit, and then we separated.
Yeah,
and
after about 5 months.
Yeah. I mean, this is a huge responsibility. I'm trying to get a job, and here she is saying she wants to get married, and she already has a son, is 9 years old. So like, okay, as soon as I marry her, I'm becoming a husband and a father to a boy that's about to go to puberty. Like, oh, this is huge. Yes. So I had to go seek the Lord for real, not the seeking the Lord I was doing before, that fake stuff I was doing. I had to really get in there. And I remember being at a concert in Huntsville, Alabama.
After about a year later.
Some time passed. And I got the revelation that Nicole was my wife, and I need to get my life together to take her hand in marriage. And November 9th, 2002, that's exactly what we did. Yeah. And best day of my life.
Mine too.
Okay, cool. that's good to know.
It is.
And we had dreams.
Yeah.
And we had dreams, and I remember us talking. I was telling her what was put in my heart to do in music, and she shared her dreams of what she wanted to do in ministry. And when you get married and you're saying those vows that we say for richer or poorer, you're not thinking about poorer. Sickness and health. You're not thinking about sickness, better or worse. You're always thinking better. You're not thinking worse. And so I was thinking, I was already in the process of doing an album with the group that I had. And Nicole was a hairstylist, and she's about to get her business license to go and open her own business. And so I'm thinking, hey, we're about to shoot off and go into it. And then 2003 happens.
Yes.
April 1st, 2003, April Fool's Day. I thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. Timothy is our first son that she had birthed for me before we got together. I don't call him my stepson. That's my son. But my first child that we had together in April 1st, 2003, we lost our first child. And it was, I can only speak for my perspective. Of course, it was worse for her, but for me, I felt helpless. And there was nothing I could do. I could not bring our baby back. And everything that was going on, Nicole was near death at the time.
It was very difficult at that time because I can't say that we were really excited about being pregnant at the time. I was opening up a business, and he was recording his first album with his first group. So it was a lot of things that we were involved in and doing, and for the Lord's sake, and we just didn't understand why right now we needed to have a baby. And so when the baby didn't make it, it was really tough because we felt kind of responsible for all of that, being busy a lot and moving around a lot. Was painting walls and tearing up floors to open a business, so quite difficult.
I learned something about my wife overnight. Here she was, can barely move because they really had to patch her up because she almost lost her life. And the nurse came in overnight, it was about like 4 in the morning. And the nurse came in and was talking, and that nurse had gone through miscarriages and pretty much had given up hope on life. And I'm laying on the cot next to my wife's bed, and I could listen to my wife kind of raise up and find her strength to minister to this nurse. Here she is, almost lost her life, just lost a child, and she found enough strength to give hope and encouragement to someone else. And I thought to myself, I just married the strongest woman in the world. with that kind of heart, and it just really belied the purpose of us coming together and why we're together. And it let me know that even though we had this detour, that my wife's going to triumph, and no matter what's going on, if she's got breath in her body, she's going to find a way to be who she's supposed to be and do what she's supposed to do. But fast forward to 2004 and 2006, we have 2 more children, Jalen Nicole White, Josiah Emmanuel White.
Double for our trouble.
Double, man. And at the end of 2006, we moved to Houston. Yes. I heard the Lord say Houston, and so did we thought we heard Dallas.
Yes, we did.
That was a mess.
Talk about that.
I don't think we got the time to talk about that. I just know
a little bit of that.
I'm going to have to write a book called God Doesn't Tell You Everything.
Yes.
You know, he's Alpha and Omega, but he doesn't tell you about Beta and Delta and Gamma and Omicron and everything in between, man. And that's what Dallas was for us. Yeah. And we wound up in Houston with no money to our name.
Stranded, no home.
Our aunt let us in and gave every kind of subtle hint that we should get out. But it's so funny how when we were in Mobile, Alabama, we couldn't get approved for a house at all. Within how many months did we move here?
It was probably 4 months with your aunt and I think about 4 months maybe.
Within 4 months, we got approved for a house that was about $50,000 more than we couldn't get approved for where we came from. Yeah. And so it was a detour. And that detour led us here.
Yes.
Led us here to Houston. And the dream started coming back up again. And then so did the fear. Yeah. And so did insecurities. I went from going after my music to being fired. Yeah. And I'm the primary source of income, or at least I had the biggest check in the house. You go from being fired and didn't work for 15 months. Lost all hope. And thought that I'd never be able to do what I thought I was going to do again. I brought my family all the way to Houston and convinced my wife, I thought I convinced my wife, that this was the promised land for us, that everything is just going to go up from here. And it went
deeper.
Further down, amassing all kinds of debt, car repossession, embarrassment, shame. I got out of the bed just so I wouldn't feel like an idiot. But as soon as my family left, and I went on job applications. I filled out all kind of job applications, job interviews, places that they were saying now hiring, and they wouldn't hire me. They said I was overqualified. I don't have a job. What kind of qualifications do you need? You know, they were looking at my resume and saying that you're too good for us. I don't have a job. Nothing's too good for me. And it was tough. It was tough. Yeah. It was tough for us, but we found a home in 2008. We joined Grace Church. Yes. And we meet some of the most wonderful people like Brad and Sonja Lowe. Yes. And God healed us through people.
Amen. And it was very difficult during those times for the move. When I came to Houston with my husband, things weren't wonderful in Mobile. There was a lot of challenges there, which was why we were so encouraged to move somewhere else. But when we got here and things weren't going quite as we expected, I went through a really serious time of depression, gained a whole lot of weight, and just lost myself along the way, which is how I came to who I am today and my purpose and my calling, and the reason why I believe that my story matters. Because now I have the opportunity, through being healed, through the Holy Spirit and God and His work in my life, using my story to help other women to know who they are in God, to rise up even in your faults or your weaknesses, because I still struggle with weaknesses and different things, challenges that I have, but I don't allow it to define me anymore where it did before. I know now that it was all according to God's plan in the beginning. It had everything to do with our purpose from the very beginning. And because of that, we are who we are now. And I wouldn't take anything for the journey.
You helped me let me know that it's not too late. Yeah. Here's my wife. She was a hairstylist for over 20 years. And we get here and she decides we're going another career route. Yeah. Developed a passion for medical billing. And here we are. how old were you at the time?
40.
40 years old. They said life begins at 40, so she began at 40, and we made it happen. Yeah. We said, okay, I'll make sure that food is on the table. You go to school. Yeah. She got her degree, is working in that particular field right now. It's never too late. It's never too late, and the only time you can do it is right now. You just got to jump and do it. And she encouraged me to go back after my music when I saw her go back to school. So it's not too late, and here I am now, 40 years old, and pursuing music again. At the end of last year, 2017, I released my first single.
Yes.
The song is called, what's it called?
Never.
And it talks about, pretty much it chronicles what we've gone through and how I thought we'd never get to this point. Yeah. And God came in and took all of those nevers away. Yes, and now I'll never be the same. I'm pursuing, and I'm supposed to be too old for this, but I feel younger than I ever did. Amen. Partly because I've got a great wife.
Yes, you do.
Who supported me. She's pushed me. She's kicked me in my back. She's thumped me upside the head. But she's prayed for me at times that I felt the lowest. It's so hard to do this alone. And I know I could not do this alone. I needed and if you're watching this and you don't have a spouse, it's okay. No, God will give you a wonderful support system who you need at the time. But I thank God for my wife for being my support system. I've been able to support her. She supports me. And God's given us a lot with the Cold White Ministries that she has, and my music, James White Music.
Talk about the songwriters group.
We have Songwriters Connect group where I'm encouraging other songwriters. We got an album that's coming out probably around November of 2018. I'm very excited about that. And so many things are coming. Like the passion is there. Like my knees don't agree with it, but everything else with me feels younger than I've ever felt. And there's a purpose, and I see it. I just had to get through the detours. Amen. We had to get through those detours and understand that promise is still there. Amen. So this is us. This is going to continue to be us, and this is what we believe. Husband and wife, and as our family, we believe that our story matters.
Amen. Be blessed.
You heard me earlier in the show talk about a time that I had the opportunity to sit on the couch and have a great discussion with my mom. Well, I've had many conversations with my mom, my dad, and my grandparents. But the beauty of that is they passed that on to me. And I still do the same thing today with my kids. Having 3 kids and a grandchild, the beautiful thing is I started a legacy of having couch time. So join us next week as we begin our first series called Legacy. What does legacy really mean? And what is your legacy? For those who want to dive in a little deeper, visit us at sonjalow.com and connect with us on all our social media links. And also, there will be a special message for you posted immediately after the airing of this episode. I look forward to connecting with you. I am so excited. I hope you are as well. Call a friend, call a family member, and invite them to come and join our family. I want to say special thanks to every guest that came on today, and also to you for joining in. Have a blessed week.
It seemed like I'd never be complete, like I'd never be free. Seemed like there was no hope for me, and I'd never have peace. But Lord, you came, took never away. Now I'll never be the same. I thought I'd always have to cry, have a reason to complain. Thought I'd always be hurt, I just get used to the pain. But then one day you took the pain away. Now I'll never be the same. Only you could do what you've done for me. Lord, I'm grateful for you. but by your grace, I'm standing here today, and I'll never be the same. Only you could do what you've done for me. Lord, I'm grateful for you. You never cease to amaze me. Never. So I'll never be the same again. Never be the same again. Because of you, Lord. No, I'll never be the same again. I've been changed by your mighty hand.